Okay, computer processor. Computer processor. Let's take a look at the computer processor. What do we actually mean by computer processor? The computer processor is just a circuit that processes every information that we put inside of the computer. The computer is the brain of the computer processor is the brain of the computer. Some people mistake the computer processor with the desktop CPU. So we will show you a typical image of the computer processor in the course of this training. As we progress, we will take a look at each of the computer components, what it is used for, uh, when it is faulty, the signs that you will have. Like if your processor is having a problem, your system will not boot. Like if your RAM is having a problem, your system will not display. Most times when I was in the industry, I'm still in the industry anyway, most times people just bring a system and we repair, we fix it, and all we notice is it was just the RAM that needs to be removed and cleaned. So we will take a closer look at each of the computer components, its function, and the associated error code and fault code when it is faulty. So let's take a closer look at the processor, which is the brain of the computer. The computer processor, CPU, that is the central processing unit, is the logic circuitry that process all the instructions that is fed into the computer, and it drives all other parts of the computer. Um, in real life, your brain is what controls every aspect of your life. If you are having mental problem, that means you have problem. You'll be behaving abnormally. So the same thing is applicable with the computer. The brain of the computer that processes what comes into the computer, that what goes out, uh, is the CPU. We have different types of CPU, but we don't handle this in the course of the application or appreciation class. We handle this in the repairs and maintenance class. So like what you are having here, you are seeing core 2 duo, you are seeing core i5, core i5. These are different processor specification. Core i5, if you are buying a system and the system is core i5, now we have core i7, and the system, the IT industry will keep on upgrading the components. Core 2 duo is a lesser computer speed compared to core i5. We will take a look at the computer processor later and dissect it. So this is basically the CPU. The CPU, we turn it, you flip the other side. This is how it looks like. The pin and the pinless. We just show you this Core 2 Duo, and this is Intel Core i5. Some people mistake this to be the CPU. No, this is a desktop computer. This is the casing. When we are talking about CPU, this is the main CPU, the brain of the computer. This is not the CPU. So the above is not the CPU, but a desktop computer. Output. Let's take a look at output, because output was part of the term that we use in the course of defining what a computer is. Output is the result of the processing that is displayed on the output device as soft copy or hard copy. Most times in the course of our training students online in the solar industry, when we say soft copies or soft copy, hard copy or hard copies, some people will still come and ask you, what is soft copy, what is hard copy? So I believe this is the right time for them to be able to differentiate what is soft copy and what is hard copy. So the output is the result, the output, like now that we are recording this information, you are hearing our voice. That is the output. You are able to read what is written on this screen, module 3, www.subwaylimited.com. That is output. You are able to read output. That is output. You are able to read computer appreciation. That is output. So the output is a result of the processing that is displayed on the output device. So this monitor that we are using, this screen that we are using, is the output device. And if you have an output device that, or an output that you cannot touch, it is called the soft copy. But most times we print our textbooks and make it visible that you can touch, go to our representative and pick it. Those ones are called hard copies. But those ones we send as PDF. You can only use your phone to read. They are called soft copies. So like now screenshot this we screenshot this and send to you. You are not able to touch this image. You are only able to appreciate it. We call this thing now soft copy. And this is out in the soft copy is the output here, and the output here is in the soft copy format. This is output because we have been able to see it, but the format here is in soft copy format. So this is an output. So let's look at output devices. What is the difference between output and output devices? Output devices are those devices that we use to obtain our outputs. Like the monitor, you are able to use it to visualize what we are doing. The speaker, that you are able to hear our voice, or the speaker inside of your laptop, is also an output. So output devices are devices that enable computer users to visualize or touch what had been processed out as information from the computer. Example, a typical example is the printer, the monitor. We all know printer and we have been seeing it. Those are output devices. Flash drive. Sometimes flash drive can be termed as input or output device. If I copy something from another computer, the flash drive is serving as an output device because I'm using it to get something from another computer. If I bring it to my own computer, I put it inside of my own computer, it serves as an input device. So your flash drive can serve as an output device as well as an input device. These are some of the output devices that you can lay your hands on. The monitor, printer, speaker, projector, plotter, handset. Those are some of the output devices you can lay your hands on. Let's look at a very important concept. There are certain attributes. What makes a computer a computer? Some people might buy a computer, but before you know it, some of the attributes, the computer is too slow and is not performing some functions. But what makes a computer a computer? Let's look at those attributes in our next module.